Aloha, this is Michael McIntosh from Hawaii. This is one of my favourite beaches where I come to meditate in the mornings. And in case you don't know me, I'm a meditation expert. I've had 15 years as a spiritual teacher and about 10,000 hours worth of meditation. So I've had a lot of experience on those levels. And I wanted to share with you two new meditations that I've created for you that are really the synthesis of 15 years worth of research. Because what is the point of meditation? A lot of people, they just meditate to get an experience in that moment, but then they carry on with their day and everything is pretty much the same. But I think meditation is really there to actually shift our state of consciousness, so that we take that away after the meditation and bring it into our lives very practically. Yeah, and that's what I think. That's why I do it. I in fact want to do myself out of the job, so I don't need to do any meditation at all, because I've become a living expression of that state of being, and that's what I want to happen for you. And so a lot of people are wondering, how can they, manifest more money? How can they improve relationships? You might be wondering, how you can shift something in your life, maybe improve your health, make a shift. But how do you actually do that, right? And a lot of people know about the law of attraction. I'm sure you've heard about the law of attraction, The Secret, but it doesn't work for people. And the reason it generally doesn't work is because we need a level of power, spiritual power, to activate all these things. And also, the reason that people don't have as much money as they want, or they don't have enough happiness, or whatever it is, there's a limit. There's like a glass ceiling or an upper limit. So these are the two things that are kind of secrets that a lot of people don't know about. That they have upper limits, like a glass ceiling that stops them generating more money. So if you want more money, there's a reason for that. Or the happiness level is not going higher, there's a reason, there's a ceiling. And the other thing is that we need more spiritual power to activate the law of attraction, to actually make the shift. And these things are not known, okay? So what I've done is I've created two meditations for you, and I explain all this in detail, and I want you to listen to that below. I've gone into much more detail. Two meditations. One is called the Surrender and Ascend meditation, and what this does is it activates your power. It changes your level of consciousness. And David Hawkins talks about levels of consciousness, and the higher your level of consciousness, the more happy you are, the more money you have, the more everything in your life is good. The higher it is, the better it is. The lower it is, nothing really can happen, even if you force it to happen. So that's what this one takes care of. I'm just going to show you on the phone. This is the Surrender and Ascend meditation that you're going to get, and that is extremely powerful. It helps you let go of whatever is holding you back, because there's a reason that we don't have things in our life. It's because something's holding us back. Here's how you can let it go, align with a higher level of energy, and magic happens. Yay! Alright, so I want to tell you about the other meditation, which is called the Master Seat of Conscious Creation. The Master Seat of Conscious Creation. And this is extremely important. These two go together, because the first one helps you ascend in your level of power, which means that you can actually create things in your life, change things in your life. And this one, what it does is it helps you go to a place to sit on a seat of self-respect, because when you're empowered, when you're sitting in a place of empowerment, anything you think and any orders you give from that place will happen. But if you're in a weak place, no one listens to you. It's the same in the world. If someone has, got some position, they're the CEO of a company or the president, people listen to them. But if they're just some random person walking down the street, no one cares, yeah? So in the same way, when you're in that seat of self-respect, that seat of power, your unconscious mind listens to you and you send out powerful vibrations to the universe. And also, in this meditation, what happens is you turn up a dial, because there's a thermostat setting that we all have. How much money can we have? How much happiness can we have? How much joy can we have? And like a thermostat in a house, if it goes down a little bit, say it's set at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, if it goes down to 68, the heating will turn on and bring it back up to 70. If it goes up to 71, 72, 73, the AC will kick in and bring it back down to 70 again. So the same way, we have a setting, and as soon as we exceed that, all hell breaks loose and our body changes and weird stuff happens. We lose money in like relationships, or we create arguments. So this is the upper limits problem. So what this meditation does, it allows you to turn up the dial, so you can actually expand the ceiling that you have and experience a greater reality. And this really is the only way to make that shift, because otherwise we keep bringing it back to what we're used to. We're used to having our dysfunctional life, you know, in different ways. So we have to actually change it and experience it, and change it and experience it. This will help you experience that. And then I put in a little program there so you can connect your fingers together and go back to that state whenever you want, just by putting your fingers together. So that it becomes very practical. You don't have to do the meditation after you've learnt it. So these two together are probably the most powerful meditations I've ever done, I've ever come across. And combined, they're even more powerful. And I want you to, if you want to get them, then you can find out below this video how you can get those meditations, plus the audios and other things related to it that help explain it, so you can really make this in your life. So all you've got to do is listen to the stuff below, and then you can get hold of the meditations, put them on your phone, and you just listen to them, and they're going to shift your state of consciousness, upgrade your thermostat so you can have more abundance, more happiness, more wonderful things in relationships, more of everything that you want, and less of all that other stuff. And this is, I'm sure you've done a lot of personal development work. Why is this any different? Well, this is different because it's got these two secrets people don't talk about. One is you need to ascend in your power and surrender. Hardly anyone knows about this, which is why all the other stuff doesn't work very well. And the other thing is that you have to be on your seat of self-respect, and you have to turn up that dial for anything to actually change. Hardly anyone ever talks about that either. So these are very unusual but extremely essential things, and you get them both here, and they work as a combination. So go for it, go for it, go for it, and I look forward to hearing your changes, your personal shifts. So I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love from Hawaii. Aloha.